Hi, my name's Mark and I'm the Product and Operations Director at Wild Frontiers, and I'm here to tell you about one of the most exciting new destinations opening up in the world of adventure travel, and that's Saudi Arabia. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia only recently opened its doors to leisure travellers thanks to a new visa scheme that started in 2019. Now, I was lucky enough to visit the country, whose enormous landmass constitutes the bulk of the Arabian Peninsula, in January 2020, and in this short video I'm going to tell you a bit about what you can expect to experience in this fascinating, complex and largely desert country. Wild Frontiers tours begin in Jeddah, Saudi's second largest city after the capital Riyadh. Located on the Red Sea coast, ancient Jeddah has grown from a fishing village and trading port to the country's leading commercial centre today. It's considered to be one of the more open and cosmopolitan places within the kingdom, and here you can see the characteristic architecture of tower houses and coral buildings in its old town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site set against a backdrop of soaring skyscrapers. Beyond Jeddah, Saudi Arabia offers many highlights. Standout moments include the stunning views from the two-acre escarpment known as the Edge of the World, having a picnic lunch on the rim of the El Wabba crater, a volcanic formation with a salt flat at its core, and feeling the ghost of Lawrence of Arabia along the route of the old Hejaz Railway. Additionally, the rockside art of Jeddah is quite momentous, and the nose-twitching sense of Bureda's camel market are quite hard to forget. However, the real jewel in the crown of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has to be the ancient site at Al Ula. It's here in the northwest of the country that you'll see Saudi's most iconic UNESCO-listed attraction, the monolithic tombs of Hegra, also known as Madin Salah. This rock-carved city was the second settlement of the Nabateans, who in the 1st century CE famously crafted their capital in Petra. But unlike Petra, you'll find very few other tourists here. I spent a day exploring the ruins in the company of a knowledgeable guide who took me inside some of the 131 elaborate rock-cut tombs spread across the 4 surviving necropoli. Each tomb is different in size and construction, many displaying Nabatean inscriptions and intricate facades. The wider area itself also contains some of the most stunning desert scenery you'll find anywhere on the planet. There are some iconic rock formations such as the so-called Elephant Rock, and literally miles and miles of intricate canyons and sand dunes. I spent a whole morning exploring a beautiful area known as the Dancing Mountains. In some ways it reminded me of Wadi Rum in Jordan, but again with very few other visitors here. Our Inside the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia tour is designed to give a flavour of Saudi Arabia from its prehistoric past to its modern present. It gives a good insight into the previously closed kingdom and shows the many delights on offer for intrepid travellers. Natural landscapes, UNESCO sites, markets, and state-of-the-art cities. When it comes to the practicalities, most prospective travellers have questions to do with cultural etiquette and entry regulations. So let me take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about how it was for me. Now, it's worth stating that Saudi is a country which is going through immense changes at the moment. So what may have been true last year, last month, or even last week may not be true by the time you come to visit. However, as of autumn 2020, the following is still true. Firstly, is it difficult to get a visa? Absolutely not. It's an e-visa, it costs about $120, and mine came through in less than 24 hours. Secondly, can solo female travellers visit the country? No problem at all. I had one such woman on my trip, and there are no mandated clothing restrictions as there once used to be. Thirdly, will you actually meet Saudi women, or are they all hidden away? Definitely you will meet Saudi women in the souks, and I even had some female guides and drivers, and all were very happy to talk openly about their life in the kingdom. Lastly, are people generally friendly? From my experience, definitely. You might not be as immediately fascinating to the locals as you might be in other parts of the world, but this is mainly because Saudis are often very well travelled, and they are quite accustomed to seeing foreigners in their country for work or for religious visits. Saudis are also very family orientated, and restaurants often have numerous enclosed dining areas for privacy, but in the markets and as you travel around the country, you'll find a very warm and healthy curiosity from the locals, who for the most part seem to be welcoming with open arms the liberalising reforms that are now making trips such as mine possible. As for when to go, we run this tour in spring and autumn, avoiding the high heat of summer. And we hope that this short journey through the highlights of Saudi Arabia has given you the appetite to visit for yourself, and that we at Wild Frontiers can take you there. Check out our website for details of our upcoming trips in 2021 and 2022. Thanks for watching.